see a very big problem in the fitness industry, not only at this point of time, but in general, like back in time, way back in time. And that problem is believing those who look the best and only listening to their advice and thinking, man, that guy has a fucking ginormous chest. Always said I need to do the shit that he does to achieve that myself. The problem with that is that the guy that has the great chest always had a great chest. He probably has like prime chest genetics. Very good muscle bellies, very good insertions, and the muscle growth is like beyond belief. If you yourself have bad chest genetics, like me for example, I have very bad chest genetics. Not only I, but my brother as well does struggle a shit ton building a good chest. And if I would now try to, well, copy the training or the whatever, like everything of somebody who always had a great chest, I'm not gonna make any gains. And that is something that people just have to understand. The reason somebody looks the way they do, in most cases, is because of their genetics and the way they respond to training in general. These individuals most of the time have absolute peak genetics, like top 0.1% of the human race. And if you yourself do not have these type of genetics, the advice that those people give is not as meaningful as you would think it is, and it's not as valuable as you would think it is. So what to do instead? I'm not saying listen to the guys with the shit genetics, but what I would argue is pretty reasonable and does make sense is listening to those who started off with very bad genetics, so shit chest, but throughout the years managed to bring that very lacking body part up to the degree that they now have a actually decent chest, and this area is not lacking as hard anymore. So even though they clearly have a genetic disadvantage, they still manage to bring that up to the point where it doesn't look like it's like completely falling behind. And that just shows that what they are doing, the way they're training, the way they are approaching everything, considering nutrition, training, recovery, all that stuff does work very well and will probably also work for you. Important to say, with a few small nuanced differences, potentially. Gonna take a sip of my protein beverage. My pink protein beverage. Very important to stimulate optimal hypertrophy, especially the pink part is very optimal. I know it's nice to listen to those alpha ass fucking guys looking like Greek gods or like peak bodybuilders. I know that's fun and you want to look like that guy, but sometimes it is a little smarter to use your brain, think about the difference between you and that person. Are we built the same? No, he is clearly built different, therefore the approach of training, the approach of everything needs to be different than mine. And it's much smarter to look at those people who have the kind of same starting point as you have. So before blindly jumping into conclusion and doing the shit somebody with godlike genetic does, pause for a moment, think about it and reconsider. Invest some of that brain juice up here into thinking if this actually makes sense or not. And that's it with this kind of interesting topic for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and follow for more fitness and bodybuilding advice and other weird shit that I talk about.